Start recording. Okay. Howdy folks on YouTube, Rage Christ here, about to play some Blue Prince. I'm covered in puppies, because why not? So we'll see how things go. Exactly, saving the VOD. So let's go. So last time we played Blue Prince, and of course it's being a bit difficult. Let's try that. There we go. Last time we played Blue Prince, what did we do? We found a way into the tomb and into an underground river-looking thing, and did a few other things. And anyway, so enjoying the game a lot. And I've got a few things I want to do. I want to change the level of the... I want to change the level of the floor, the level of the water in the... What is it? Whatever is the room with the water. I am lost. I don't usually play with puppies all over me, and they are putting me off a little bit. Why are you licking the pad? That is gross. The foundation. No, not the foundation. There's a bit where you can control the water. The pump room. In the pump room, you can change the water. So, yeah, so I'm hoping to get back to the pump room. Also, when I was in the tomb and I was under there, it looked like I was underneath the whatever it's called, the rotary... what do you call it? What is the room? The rotunda. It looked like I was underneath the rotunda. And it looks like I should rotate that around a little bit in order to access some paths. Anyway, so a few things to do. So I'm going to start off this time by actually going straight out the door and straight over to here. What have I done with the fountain? And I've emptied out the fountain as well. There's a lovely path down there. But yes, I want to go over to this room out here and see what this is, because for some, I'm hoping to access the hovel. I haven't accessed the hovel yet, and apparently that's a room that I keep not doing. Here we go. Oh, there's a bomb shelter. Protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms drafted. Ooh. But in saying that, I've been meaning to pick up the hovel for ages, but then I do keep being offered the hovel. Whereas this is the first time I've seen a shelter. So, I don't know. Which one do I take? By the way, how's the sound, James? Is the sound sounding all right? My voice is good. Can you hear the game properly? Although the game's pretty soft at the moment. You probably don't have anything to hear. I'm thinking... Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to pop into the shelter. And maybe I'll do the hovel next time. Because... I've not seen the shelter offered before, which makes me think it's a bit rare, so I don't really want to pass it up. And I'll do the hovel next time. One of these days I will do the hovel. Okay, can we access anything over there? No. Maybe. Oh, we can. We can, but there's nothing here. Okay. So, nothing down here. What have we got in here? A lovely picture of an eagle flying over... the lake. We've got a cot. We've got a computer. We'll check that out. Ooh, we have a safe. We have a safe, and we know about safes. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So, time lock safe. What? What do you mean time lock safe? What does that even mean? What is this? Welcome to Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Time lock safe, radiation monitor, log into network. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. What is the date? What is the time? What is the date? Crap. This is a bit hard. Hang on a second. Hang on. Back. Can we go back? Back. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. Let's work out what day and time it even is. So we're on day 17. I have a dog sleeping on my notepad, which makes it very hard to look at my notes. Sorry, Macchiato. Somewhere here in my notes, I made a record of the date. Okay, 18 March 1993. No. That's not. That's the date of the will. When is the date that we actually went into the house? I don't know. I've got like 10 pages of notes here. I've got the date that someone died. I've got the date that someone went into the parlor room. I've got... crap. Like, knowing what date it is now would be helpful. Hang on a minute. Let me pop into my phone. Because I took various photos. Get out of here, Twitch. I took various photos of the books that I took out from the library, and each one of those had a little page. There we go. November 21, 1993 is the date that I borrowed one of the books. So we're in November. We're in the end of November, so I'm looking for a date around there, somewhere, possibly. Knowing the current date would be really helpful. Crap. Do I have that anywhere? Anywhere? No. Did you have a copy of the original will? It's in the house, so I could probably, or at least there's a note. I don't know if there's a date on it, though. I could go back to the house. I'll lose some steps, which I hate doing, because I always end up running really low on steps. The original conditions in the will. But also the will's not going to have the date. There will be a letter, though. There's a letter that sort of has the date of when I'm doing things, but I think somewhere here in my notes, I've got a note of the date somewhere, I think. I hope. And if I don't, then I'm going to correct that. Why? What year is it? It's 1993. Okay, 1993, and we're looking for a November somewhere. Here it is. Saturday the 7th of November. There's a note in the security system that Simon has access from that date. So I'm assuming it was on the 7th of November that, because I am Simon, and I'm assuming that you must do X within Y days. Well, I'm assuming that, so on the 7th of November I got access. That must be day 1. We are now day 17. So if day 1 was the 7th of November, day 2 would be the 8th. Just doing a little bit of math. So if 2 is 8, then we take 6 away from the digit to know what it is. So if day 17, so that means today must be the 11th, is that right? Day 1, hang on, or is it you plus 6? Hang on. Day 1 is the 7th. So day 17 plus 6 onto that makes the 23rd. Today is the 23rd of November, 1993. And I don't know the time. I don't know the time, but I might be able to find it in here, in the network, possibly. So we know the password to this, and if you don't want to know it because of spoilers, then look away now. But we know the password to this because we found it early days. It's not a difficult thing to find. It'd help if I hit the right buttons. Okay. Alright, so putting in the password, putting in the password, putting in the password, putting in the password. nearly there. And then instead of hitting X, I should hit start. Start, not doing it. Square? Nope, square is delete. R2. R2 is the thing. Give me a time. Please give me a time. Okay. No time. Yeah, so November 7th. Although, maybe I shouldn't assume that that's day one, but I think it is. Okay, special orders I'm actually tempted to do. And place a special order for, maybe a sledgehammer? Or a magnifying glass. Maybe a magnifying glass. I do like to have the ability to read things. So let's approve that one. Okay. Then, mail. Nope, still doesn't show the time. Not showing the time. Bugger. Okay, I don't know what time it is. I could run back to the house and check, and maybe I will. What else is here? Radiation monitor. Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds, often spiked by the experiments in the lab. If the reading is 12 or higher, emergency protocol will initiate, or doors in the house will automatically lock. I didn't know that. Okay, so it's like nothing. 0.09. Okay. The lab. Interesting. So, I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway, so what did I say today was the 23rd of November. I need to know the time, though. So, let's... it's a waste of steps, but let's go and check the time. So I don't seem to have any other way of knowing the time other than checking the clock. So let's run all the way inside and then run all the way back and check on the time. I'm assuming it's around about 9 o'clock in the morning, but let's just be sure. Okay, it is... yeah, it's 9... it's 9:45. Also, do these letters say what date it is? No date. Oh, that's right. I forgot that I have an allowance now. Okay, it's 9:45. Has this got a date? No. Okay, 9:45 on the 23rd of November. Run. Let's open up the safe. We're burning some steps, but never mind. You know what would be hilarious is if somewhere in here it actually said what day it was, and I just completely missed it. 1 hour in the future. So we want... it's November 23rd. And it is... it needs to be 1 hour, so let's set it for 11 a.m. Okay. And that should just open. Now, I'm not entirely sure how time runs in this game. I know that it's a lot quicker than it is in real life, because over the space of like 3 hours, I've found it going from early morning to late night. While we're waiting for an hour to pass in game time, I might just check my notes and see what it is that I want to achieve. I want to go and change the water levels in the pump room. The secret map. Okay, I've sorted out secret maps. So I found one of them, and the other one isn't urgent, because I don't think they're that important now that I've found one and found what was in there. Use engine room to power machine in the lab. Yes, that would be a good thing. I do need to find the foundation key. I want to combine the sledgehammer and a few different things. I've looked for a secret passage in the parlor and couldn't find it. Oh, I need to take out the history of Orindia again with a magnifying glass. So I'm glad I picked the magnifying glass. And I want to get to the cloister and the office. So those are the things that I'm hoping to achieve today. And I want to try and find her ladyship's chamber, which I believe was at location A1 on the grid. And when I say that, I'm kind of dividing the grid up into parts. So, you know, A, B, C, D, and E, and what's this? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's the plan. What else have we got? Is that open yet? Nope. Is this still running and working? And so I could change that if I wanted to, by the look of it. Well, that's interesting. Is there anything else I need to log in for? I don't think so. So let's just, what's this over here? Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan, have disabled remote access to the other terminals, and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. What do you mean the three of you are down there? What? What? I'm gonna take a photo of that. Okay. So, James, if you're still there, how much of this have you played through? I'm curious to know. And in fact, I should just very quickly put on my thing so I can see how many people are watching. There we go. Okay. Righto. And now I need to Alt-Tab back into the window. There we go. Alright. Safe. You open yet? No. Bugger. I mean, it's possible I got the date wrong. It is possible. Okay, well, I don't think there's too much I can do down here for now. I might just find, if I'm lucky... Like, I really don't want to leave when I don't know what time it is. Like, for all I know, maybe it's not 11 yet. And that could be the problem. Is there anything else over here that's usable? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Well, maybe I should have gone the Hovel after all. Is there anything else I can access in here that's useful? Let's have a look. Hopefully time continues to run when I'm on the computer. I assume it does. It'd be painful if sitting on the monitor freezes time. Oopsies. Okay. There's a little barcode at the top. I wonder if that means anything. Probably not. Okay, so just double checking. There's no... November 7th. Like, I'm just assuming that's the day that everyone started. But I could be very wrong. Remote terminal access. Electronic mail. Data transfers. Glossary. Okay, is there anything new that I've found? Doesn't look like it. Experiments, blah, blah, blah. Grounds. Okay. Locked. Okay. It's a shame I can't change the security settings from this terminal. That would have been handy. Security locked. Special floor plan. Terminals. About spread. Nope. Nothing too handy there. Tomorrow. Tomorrow rooms. Okay. Underground. Trunk. Okay. West path. Nope. Alright, nothing too useful there. Well. Oh, the safe is open. Hey, I was right. Okay, so we got ourselves a gem and another envelope 7. Okay. Time for some pictures. Alright, so photo. And photo. And photo. Alright, now let's actually read them. Okay, what have we got here? Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavourably with me and my father, and I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harboured for these past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. Uncle, who wrote this? Courtney. Is this meant to be my... Because aren't I the nephew of the deceased? So is this my cousin or my brother or sister? While I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. The circulating rumours of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behaviour has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologise for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront, and I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing, a date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. I don't know what to do with that information. Also, that is a gem stand, and there is a gem stand in the orchard, which makes me think that there used to be a safe there, and it's been removed. I wonder. Also, I can't actually select those envelopes, can I? Never mind. All right, well, we're done here. Yeah, done. So let's go and explore the house as we do. There's no point in going back into the shelter. I do love the sound of the water. It's very calming. Okay, so we've wasted quite a few steps, but it's not the end of the world. We've got our 3 little birdies here, which I could have swore last time there were only 2, but anyway. Okay, so let's decide on what rooms we're doing. What is the goal? What are we hoping to achieve? I want to try and find the special parlor room of whatever her name is, I can't remember, in A1. I could potentially try and follow the secret map and get to D9, but I don't know if there's much point. I definitely want the pump room and those other ones I said before, the cloister and something else as well. I don't need to worry too much about red rooms because their negative effects are cancelled, so that's interesting. What are we doing here? Parlour, pantry. I don't think it really matters, either of those. Corridor is always left unlocked. If I enter that room from this direction, I mean, can I open that room from this direction? I might try it. So I don't need the parlour and the pantry right now. I don't need money. I don't need gems. I am tempted to take the key and just hang on to it on one of these occasions to see what else it might unlock. That's tempting. But let's go the corridor. What about these other directions before I go through there? What have we got? Got a chapel, which I don't really care too much about. We got a den, which opens directions, which is great. Let's go the den. Or do I want items from the closet? I'm thinking... Do I need items right now? Items aren't bad. But directions might be better for now? I can find directions later. Let's go items. Okay, let's just go and grab them. Okay, we've got... These items are a bit sucky. We got the ivory dye. We got a gem. And that appears to be that. Okay, well, that was a bit meh. And then over here, we got a kitchen, a spare... Oh, yeah, the spare green room. I remember that now. Or the den, which is tempting. The kitchen, which is not needed. Or the spare green room. Which... Yeah, maybe the den for directions. Let's do it. Okay, for now, we're going to pop over to... Do we want to just grab that gem? Nah, we're not going to need 4 of them so soon. So let's just pop through here, see if there's anything here to grab. And then, please be the observatory. I mean, why not? Why not the observatory? I'm missing out on keys, but I'll get time to find keys later. Whereas I haven't been into the observatory for a little while. Now remind me, what do I get? When's my next reward? At 7, so I get nothing for 6 by the look of it. Because admittedly, the sooner I get through this, the sooner I get a free key, or Florealis at 20 is probably going to be good. I don't know what that means, but... Oh, magnifying glass. Hey! Oh, if I can get the library, I'm going to be able to read that book properly. Okay. Well, let's hope I can get to the library. Now, can we see anything useful through here? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't realize that that was a thing. So you don't get anything special for 6. Instead, you just get a 4 and a 2. That's all right. I don't mind that. Okay, good to know. Quickly head up here, just make sure I'm not missing anything, but I'm probably not. Nope, nothing there. Oh, puppies are all asleep on me now. Might just zoom in, seeing as my hang on a sec. Seeing as you can't really see the puppies at the moment because they're just chilling. And my big belly is not the best look. Okay, that's probably good enough. Okay, getting back to it. Alright, now. So, we went through there, so now we want to go this way. West Wing Hall is always good. Storeroom is a dead end, probably not ideal. Bedroom we don't need. Directions are good at the moment. And I can probably find a dead end room in West Wing Hall, which is fine. So let's go West Wing Hall. Open the place up a little bit. Okay, nothing too new there. Interesting to think though that June, so we're November now, so June, July, August, September, October, November. So that was, but we're 93 now, so that was 10 years and 5 months ago. I don't think I don't think that's going to find anything useful there. Alright, let's hope for a dead end. If you have less than 10 steps, set it to 20. Nah. Parlour. Parlour's good. Let's go parlour. And let's also open this one here. Green spare room is good. Nook is basically a dead end with a key. Chapel is not ideal. So let's go to the spare green room. Done. Okay. Now, do we go through here and get our gems, or just our keys at least, or do we keep looking? I'm thinking we pick up our keys, actually. Because I wonder if I might be able to use them anywhere, other than the chests. I'm going to give it a try. Because I have a suspicion that the other 2 boxes... I mean, I'll do the puzzle just for fun, but I won't open it. The other 2 boxes are true. Well, that has to be false. Because then all 3 would be true, and you can't have 3 true boxes. So that's 1 false. The other 2 boxes are blue. Well, that is false as well, so that means that one must be true. The other 2 boxes are empty, so this has got the gems. Okay. But we are just going to grab the key, which only works twice, right? No, it works once. But I'm actually not going to use it. Because when you use it, you lose it. And I don't want to lose it. This all the same? Yes, it is. Alright, what's through here? Ballroom. Have I been to the ballroom? I have not been to the ballroom before. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2 gems. Well, that doesn't change it, so I'm okay with that. And I've never been in here before. And in fact, why don't I check this one, and if it's something that needs a gem, then I'm actually gaining gems. That would be nice. Okay, is there any items in here? Nope, can't take packaging tape for some reason. What about the watering can? I can take the watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use water to gain a gem. and it can take 3 waters. Use water to gain 1 gem. But I need to fill it with water first. Well, we can take the garage, which has 3 keys. That's kind of tempting, because these others are dead ends except for the chapel anyway. Whereas 3 keys is... we're getting to the point where we're going to start needing keys. So let's take the keys. And it's also effectively free, because I'm going to reset my gems in a moment anyway. 1, 2, 3. Is there anything else in here that's helpful? Little oil stain. We've been in here before. Doesn't look like there's anything too new. 3rd time your car's been gone when your service is required. Okay. I think we're good. Don't see anything else in here of any use. It's an interesting coloured box. That... I think there is a way to open that, but I also don't think I need to worry about it now that I've been in there once before. Which is probably why it's not even giving me the option now. I could open the garage at some point, but probably don't need to. So let's head on back. Watering can. Oh, has it got 3 waters? Why did I do that? I didn't need that. I just wasted water. Oh well. Now we've realised how that works. Okay. Ballroom. Never been in here before. New room. Clara and Simon. 1952. So that's not me, Simon, surely. Is that a different Simon? Because I'm Simon. What does that say? It doesn't say eclipse, it says in eclipse, Paul, or something like that. Okay, let's just take a picture of that. Oh, wait, what else is here? Is there anything else in that picture that might be helpful? Big-ass thumbprint. In eclipse ball, 1952. Not seeing anything else helpful in the picture. Nope. Okay, so nothing too helpful there. Beautiful tiled floor. A place for putting a music sheet. 2 sheets of music. Now, I've got some other music sheets, I believe. If I pop into my blueprints folder. Do I have some music sheets? Thought I did. I do. I've also got pages 5 and 8, so I've got 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 5 is... what is 5? 5 is... trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid. With gems nor coin, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance, and spin again. around clock hands, and as they turn a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. What? Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost. Among the bold words spoken soft, the note is read, the letter is not. Okay. Read the bold words. Read the bold words. Cannot be paid. Gems not quite. Toss away. Sheets. Are. Sheets are true message. Sheets are true message. Sheets are true message. Can I play the piano? No. Okay, well, I'm assuming that's all for in here. That was a surprisingly anticlimactic room. Okay, Fallout Shelter designed specifically for air raids, features thick walls made from lead and other materials intended to block radiation. A computer terminal within has been connected to the house's network system should an emergency necessitate remote access. What about where I am now? An opulent hall with polished mirror floor. In the old days, numerous balls and dances were held in this splendid room. However, as he aged, the Baron began to prefer private parties in the parlour over the grand formal receptions of his youth. Okie doke. I don't see why I would ever want to come in here again. Is there anything unusual about this piano? Just looking at the keys. I mean, the way that some of them are light and some of them are dark on the edge is a bit odd. Might take a quick photo of that, but I'm guessing it's probably nothing. But you just don't know. Alright. Let's carry on. Okay, we can take... Well, pantry's a dead end. Bedroom, courtyard is good. Let's go to the courtyard. Gives me more gems. Okay, we're starting to run into locked doors. Watering can. 1, 2. Shovel would be handy right here. Okay, might as well use the watering can. So now I've got 4 gems. Lots of gems. All the gems. Storeroom, bedroom, or commissary. Bedroom lets me go north. Commissary gives me items. Do I need items right now? I mean, a shovel might be handy to find items, but I'm wanting to head further north. And the bedroom's going to give me that. So let's go to the bedroom. Okay, we've just gained some steps. Ooh, gem. Free gem. Nice. That, I think, is nothing from memory. Yeah. Although I'm tempted to look at this little railway track thing. Nah, there's nothing to it. Okay. There's no trunk in here. I don't think. Have you got the birthmark? No, so you're not the one with the birthmark. Alright, let's carry on. Use a key. That's why we've got them. Okay. Utility closet's a dead end. Security room is good because I can use it to unlock doors. Passageway is handy, but I think security is probably best for now. Just to get rid of some of the security doors. I don't know. Do I want to get rid of the security doors? I mean, the passageway lets me behind that other place anyway, but then I've only got 2 keys left. I mean, if I go security, I change... Like, it gets me behind that door anyway, assuming that the door's not locked, which it might be. Whereas the passageway gives me more options. Maybe we go the passageway? Because right now, like, what am I doing with the security room? I can create more key doors and less electronic doors. But I don't know if that does me much good. Let's go the passageway. Got plenty of gems. Okay. And that's open anyway, so that's handy. So I don't even need that other one. It's locked, but I'll use a key. Coat check. It's got a silver key, which, from memory, when I use it, it gives me a room with more openings or something like that, which is probably handy. The wine cellar I've been to before, it's not that helpful. I think I get my silver key. Or do I take the hallway to give me more options? I don't know if I need more options. I've already got 2. What I need is keys. Yeah, let's grab a key. Thank you. I'll grab my key. Thank you very much. Do I want to check anything in? I don't really need the watering can. But is it worth checking it in? I don't know. I could check in the wind-up key. Look, let's not check anything in right now. Let's just leave. We'll see if we decide to come back later and check something in. Okay. So let's... What do we want to do here? Do we want to do the silver key? It's kind of tempting if we get the opportunity. No, didn't get the opportunity. Archives? I get to ignore. I get to ignore a bad thing. Let's take the archives. Gives me a buttload of options. Just remind me what all these do. While drafting, you'll no longer be able to see all 3 floor plans, but now I can, so it's fine. I forgot about this part. What did you forget about, James? What part is that? I wish when chats came through I actually got a little noise or something like that, because I do miss them when I'm so focused on what I'm doing. Coat check, blah blah blah. Okay, so nothing too exciting there. Alright, we're gonna, before I go in there, let's open up this one as well. Okay, we've got the lab. The lab could be good. The nook could also be good, because I do need keys. The lab could be handy, because if I manage to get the engine room, then I can potentially get the, that little thing on that's there going. So I might go the lab. Now, do I go into the lab? Might as well. Security door. Bugger. Okay. What have we got? What can I pick up? So that's locked. There's a terminal there, which I'll check out in a bit. Machine requires power from the boiler room, the engine room thingy. What else? What else? Is there anything anywhere that I can pick up? Don't know if I'm ever going to need that. Okay, well it doesn't look like there's anything I can grab in here. Let's check out the terminal, because I do seem to remember that being something I can do something with. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, gain a key, a gem or a die, gain a star, or gain 3 gold for each red room. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, or the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. These things happen. Well, I do have trunks in the reception area, so let's go for that one. And then gain a gem, a die, a key, a star. Gaining stars could be good, because I get the feeling that that thing, if I get to 20 stars, will be good. Back in the ballroom, the song notes. Yeah, I read that. So I started interpreting those and reading the bold bits. But I don't know where they actually go, though. Okay. Maybe we just gain a star. Thank you for the follow, Black Beauty.
Thanks for the follow, Black Beauty _4.
Thank you very, very much. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. If you want to have a look at some puppies, I have puppies asleep on top of me right now. There's puppies 2 and 3. Puppy number 1. Puppies are just chilling right now. Okay. Now let's go. That's that camera's in a terrible spot, but anyway. Okay, let's do this. So I think we gain the star. I'm assuming stars are good, so let's try that. Start the experiment, and next time I'm in... That camera is just not in the right spot. And the next time... You know what, I might as well just zoom out, bugger it. And the next time... Stars are very good. Good to know, thank you. And the next time I manage to get outside, I'll have a look to see what this experiment is doing as far as... what is it, radiation? Yeah, I'll check that out as well. Okay. So, those are things that I did. Didn't really do much. I don't need to log into the network again, so let's just exit. Unless I can access mail from here. No, I can only access mail from the letterbox from memory. Ooh, I like that you can do L2 and we'll just put in the last password. That I like. I only just saw that down the bottom then, and I've never noticed that before. Probably because I don't look at things closely enough. Okay, so only the office. Never mind. Alright, well let's keep going onward, which I can't do from here. So we'll go back into here, we'll pop through the archives, and we'll see where it takes us. Yes, I am sheltered from the bad effects of this room. Which I assume, now that I'm sheltered from it, I'll be good. Yes, we've got a key card. It's okay, puppy, calm down. Okay, that is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, come on, magnifying glass, what can we see? I don't know if I've looked at this with a magnifying glass before. So she's got the necklace on. Don't know if that's important. I don't think it is. I don't think there's anything too relevant there. Or there. I've looked at all these pages before. I don't remember doing it with the magnifying glass though, so who knows what I might find. What is that? She's still wearing the necklace. Oh, it looks like a little... That's a different necklace from the other one I've seen, I'm sure. That actually looks like a swan. Okay. Anything there? Not really. That's it. Okay. I'm sure... I'm just going to check my photos, but I'm sure I've taken photos of all this before, but I'm going to double check. Okay, so getting back into my Blueprints album. What would these photos even look like? Here. Marigold Drops Publisher, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, I've got all that. I mean, I might have a quick photograph of this with the magnifying glass on it, just because knowing what this looks like could be important, but it's probably fine. Yes, I know, Bubba. You're tired, aren't you? Okay. Now. So, we're done there. Is there anything else helpful in here before we start opening doors? These all appear to be locked. These all appear to be locked. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. Okay, so let's start with the room above the lab. And if it needs a key, I'm not going to bother because I've got a key card for the other door. Exit. Wonderful. That's pretty much what I wanted to see, actually. So that means we're saving a key by not opening that. We've got one key left. So let's look up, because the sooner I get to the pump room, the better. Do I use a special key? I think I do. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, sure, cutie. Okay. Yeah, let's use a special key. We want options up there. Great Hall. Chamber of Mirrors. Okay, I'm doing Chamber of Mirrors because I've never seen that before. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. Don't know why I'd want that, but sure. It's a dead end, but that's fine. Let's check that out. There's a big red button. That's interesting. I wonder if this is like... What is this even showing? There's paint and pint. I just have a feeling there's going to be a bit of a spot the difference kind of thing. This is creepy. Also, I can't see myself. That's weird as well, isn't it? There's like an orange on the table that I can't reach. There's a hat. This is a weird room. Okay, let's hit the giant red button, see what happens. I don't understand what just happened. Can I hit the button again? I can. Can explain if I want. If want. Well, I don't know if I've got it. I don't think I got it. I feel like... You hit the button, you can see a glass pane over there rise. The door on the other side of the room, exactly. So I'm assuming that... Okay, and looking at it from here, so it's just that I'm only at the bottom part, and I assume you can come into this room from the other doors as well, which you can come from the foundation, you can come from the left, or you can come from above. And if you come from that direction, then I'll be able to get to the central button. Don't know what it does, but yeah. Alright. And I'm assuming if I hit that button, this glass pane will open and vice versa. Okay, well that's an interesting room. Which means that... And so it might be that things don't appear to be as they seem when you get in there either, maybe. Although I can see the door there is open. Hang on. I'm surprised it's open. I'm doing that on purpose just because I want to see something. It's the only pane going up. Okay, yes, puppy. Yes, puppy. Where are you going? What are you doing? Is this... Okay, this is my life now. See you later, puppy. Okay. Yeah, you just stand over there. He's just gonna go and have a nap. Actually, I don't know. What is he doing? What are you doing, Bubba? Hey, what are you doing? In the meantime, so that glass pane is open. Yeah, he's gonna go get a drink or something. Fair enough. Alright, well, we're gonna go and check out. It says sheltered again. Has that just... I hope that doesn't count as an extra time of sheltering me. Is there a counter somewhere? Well, it says the 3 red rooms, so not just every time I walk into it. Okay, so, where are we going? There's no point going through that door, because it's locked with a key card, so let's check this one out. When you plot them, yeah. Oh, okay, hang on. Do we want any of these? Dark room? I mean, I won't get the problems of that room, but it's not such a... Or I could just do secret passage, which will then lead me through the other side. Whereas going... I might as well do that. And then try and choose maybe a green room. Again, I've got a... The shovel would be handy. What sort of room would I want it to lead me to, though? Maybe the rotunda? I don't think that's there anyway. None of those are particularly helpful. Maybe I redraw and try and get something a bit more helpful. I think that's probably a plan. So you think secret room, not redraw? And what would you do in the secret room? Because I'm trying to get up, right? And if I pick this, then it's just going to lead across, and it's going to let me pick a colour. Hope for a T-junction. Well, it's not hoping, it's then choosing one, which is fine. I could choose a brown coloured room. I think there's still some left. Alright, let's do it. Okay, let's have a look-see. So I could choose a hallway, and then let me just have a look at the hallways that we've got. So I don't think I've got hallway yet on this particular map. I don't. So if I get hallway, that will be a T-junction. That'll let me go up and down. So that's probably the best choice. Yeah, I'm thinking hallway. And worst... What's the worst it could give me? Because we've already got West Wing. It can't give me East Wing. So worst it could give me... No, it has to give me hallway. So we're good. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay. Have I missed anything? No, we're good. Okay. And it's locked. It's fine. Mirror room allows doubles. True. True. Which means I should choose the West Wing Hall so that I can get the hallway again later. West Wing Hall it is. Bingo. Hey, Bubba. Okay. Playing with a puppy. Okay, so we're here again. Is the note the same? It is the same. It's quite literally a copy. Okay, I got no keys. And it's locked. That is unfortunate. I would like the security room so that I can turn everything into a security door, which I've got the key card for. Okay, keycard system. Keycard system settings. Security level. High. Yes, we want security doors. Confirm setting. And offline mode locked. Probably unlocked? So that if there's no power, I can still get through the doors. Like, when would you ever want them locked? I don't know. Okay, back. Estate inventory. Currently in the house, there are 3 trunks, 1 gem, 4 fruit, and 1 car key. They're probably all in the trunks in the foyer. Okay. Interesting. Not that I need the car keys. But that would have been... Anyway, it's fine. I got no keys to open them up, though. Keycard system, log into network. What am I doing in the network? I don't think there's anything more that I need to do, but let's have a look-see. Speaking of having a look-see, don't know if you can see the puppies from there, but they're cute. They are always cute. Okay. Services, remote terminal access. Okay. Why would I ever want to... Ooh, I can use this to have a look at how things are going, the radiation monitor. Why not? Okay, so I'm running an experiment, and the monitor and the levels look actually lower than what they did before, even though the number looks the same. Is there anything else I want to do from the network? Hey, Bubba. Hey, Mocha. Mocha boy. Yes, you're very cute. You're both very cute. Okay, can't access mail. Do we need a data transfer? No. I think we're done. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look at the cameras, see if they show anything. Oh, that's the ballroom. Okay, there's the pool. That looks like some sort of jewel room. There's me standing in front of the cameras. Hallway. Looks like some sort of music room. The library. That looks like a vault. The wine room. Is there anything in the wine room? I can't really see. Doesn't look like it. The spare room, which... That's not what it looks like anymore. The spare room now has plants in it, so I don't know why it's showing it looking like that. And then that just looks like the one of the closets. That's the archive, the nook. So, do these cameras do anything at all? It doesn't seem like they do. I feel like these cameras do nothing and show nothing. Like, it's not even updated the spare room. Okay. Got some tapes, which look a bit useless. Alright, we got a security door, which we can open. And we got another door. So let's check the security door first, seeing as we can actually open it. Okay, so we don't want the closet. We want to be able to go through archives or weight room. Well, archives... It doesn't matter which one we take. I'm not going to lose half my steps because I've got protection. So let's just go the weight room for something different. And I might even find something in there, maybe. There's no point in having 2 copies of the archives. Let's do that. Okay, so... And we will pop in there in a bit. Let's see if we can open this one. It's locked. So let's... And we still need to go back to the lab at some point as well, but that can wait. So let's pop into here. We've got nothing to pick up. Time is 6:30. Where are you going, puppies? Hey, excuse me. How rude. Let's pop in here and press the button and see what happens. Also, does it look any different from here? I mean, there's an orange. But otherwise, it looks the same. Ooh, what is that? Oh, is that just a leaf on the orange? Why does it look different? How odd. Something special about that one? Anyway, press the button. What did that just open? Oh, I thought they were all going to open this thing. But no. Okay. So that's opened that door there. But what am I looking at? So that's the foundation across the way. That has opened that wall there, which is if I come in from the foundation and go right. No, if I come in from the no. What is that room? That's the archives. Right, so if I come in from the archives and go right, I can access the orange. Okay, well I might just do that in a bit. But first... have I tried this door yet? I don't think I have. And it's locked. Okay. We need some keys. Let's head back to the archives, go into that room, and then see. Through the secret passage. Starting to run a bit low on steps. Is there anything here to grab? No. No items. Nope. Alright. Now. So this has opened a wall? Perhaps? It looked like it did. It did. Well, we get an orange. We get 5 steps, that's nice. Hey, Piccolo. Hello. What else do we get? Oh, I have another button. I have a button. Press the button. Okay, so that's opened the door that is accessible, well, yeah, the wall. Hang on. Let me put that back down. Okay, so the wall that is accessible from the foundation slash... Well, yeah, just from the foundation. Good to know. Is there anything else I can do here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's head on back. Does this do anything different now? Nope, same thing. Okay. Macchiato, you be careful, boy. There's lots of wires over there. Don't want you breaking anything. Okay, now we're going down to the passage and then into the lab and then from there. How come I can't go left? No, because... Okay, now I understand. Right, so we're going down to the passage. Then from the passage, we're turning left into the lab again. And then from there, Macchiato, be careful, boy. Okay. You guys can see this little fella here. Yeah, he's a cutie. And now we're going to open this door here. Look at this boy. Look at this cheeky boy. What's he doing, eh? What are you doing, boy? You be careful. Okay. Here he is. He's jumping up. Jumping up here. He wants to hang out with me. Okay, let's get the tripod set up again. Oh, and here comes Piccolo. Okay, we're back to having three puppies. Okay, let's get back to it. Now, what are we drafting? Okay, where are we? So, you just calm down. Alright, there we go. Chapel is okay. Bedroom is even better. Locksmith, keys for sale. I don't have any money. I don't have any gems. So bedroom it is. Okay, let's do the bedroom. Oakley dokley. What I need is the, maybe I should have done the locksmith and just found some money somewhere. That might have been a good idea. I could have gone back down and just started hunting for cash. Oh well. Okay, we're in the bedroom. Coin purse. Every time you collect 3 coins, collect an additional 1. Alright. I mean, it's not a bad item, but... Well, I can't do the observatory. I can do the den, or the pantry. Gives me monies. I think monies is good. We are short on monies, and if we get another chance, it'll... Okay, seriously, puppies. Puppies. This is... Okay, Piccolo, you don't step on the laptop. Don't step on the laptop, Piccolo. Alright. Like, look at these dogs. They're all here. Oops. 1, 2, 3. They're all just hanging out. You're cutie. Alright. Monies. Monies or gems? Monies or gems? Monies or gems? I mean, I need gems to open doors. I need keys to open doors. Pantry also has steps, which is nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm thinking the den. Because that way I get gems and I get more options for rooms as well. if I had a shop, I could think about monies. But I don't have a shop, so monies can wait for the time being. This is why it's so important at the start of the run, rather than focusing on rooms. I should be focusing on materials and then strike out in one direction. That would save steps. It would maximize the distance I can go in that direction. And then if I run out of rooms, well then I just start a different day. Okay, so the time is 7:40. Good to know. Got a chest that I can't open. Or a trunk, I should say. We got 2 doors. North. It's locked. Don't have keys. Okay, south. Okay, chapel, furnace is no good. Corridor is tempting. Let's go the corridor. Okay. Is there anything helpful here? No. No monies, no gems. Closet could be good. Pantry could also be good. Pantry gives me money and continuation of path, which is probably good right now. The closet is a dead end, which is not ideal because then I've got to walk all the way up and around. So let's go the pantry. So we'll take your monies. We'll take your steps. Nothing interesting there. Bridget. Bridge. Bridge? Is it just the... Maybe the bridge word is important there. Okay. Let's... Oh, timer there. Can't do anything with it. Okay, let's keep going. Locked. Should have gone the items, because the items might have been a key. In fact, there's a good chance one of them would have been a key. Okay, so where are we going? We're going to the corridor, the den, the bedroom, the lab, the passage, the bedroom, the courtyard. We should potentially consider dropping something off at the coat check. Although I don't know if there's much point. I'm tempted when I get to the entrance hall to see whether the wind-up key... to go down the stairs and see if the wind-up key actually works for the basement, although I bet it doesn't. But yeah, that's the plan. Down and around. Okay, we got a plan. It's going to take some steps, but that's fine. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Where are we going? Yep, into the bedroom. Gain some steps. Into the lab. So we can't get to the archives from here, no. So into the lab. Is there something up there? No. Where are we going from here? Into the passageway. Then from there, into the bedroom. If I remember correctly. Yes, into the bedroom. We don't want to drop anything off at the coat check yet. So into the bedroom. Is there something under the bed? No. Into here. We're going to turn left and go into the ballroom. What was that noise? I have 2 gems now. Every time you walk in here, you get 2 gems. Oh. That's interesting to know. Very interesting. Okay. There's no point in using the thing. I don't need more gems. And I still want to try and use that key outside. So let's go into the West Wing Hall. Into the observatory. Corridor, entrance hall. Okay. Now, I wanted to... This wind-up key. I want to try and use it outside, down here. It's a waste of some steps, but I think it's worth trying. Yes'm. So let's see if this does anything. And we definitely want to find the pump room to lower the water by 1. Now, does this work? No. Okay, wind up key does nothing there. It's worth a try. Well, it wasn't worth a try, but at least now I know. Look at these 3. Look at these 3. Look at them. So cute. So cute. Just leave the camera pointed at them. Okay, and we're out. Okay, there's no point going over there, I don't think. So let's just pop up here and pop into the den, because we haven't been in here yet. Grab our gem. So we've got plenty of gems now. Maybe not plenty, but we've got a few. What I need is a sledgehammer. Start breaking into these chests. That would be handy. That would be lovely. Okay. Let's see what's to the right first. Billiard room, storeroom is good. Gives me key. Key is good. And money is also good. So, yeah, let's get the storeroom. Okay, I will take the monies. And I will take the key. And I will take the gem. And we will see if there's anything else here that's of any use. This looks like a model of the house. But maybe not. It's just a house, not the house. Okay, is there anything here? We've looked at this before. I don't know what that's meant to be a clue for. Okay, let's check in here. Okay, we got plenty of gems. We could take another key. That's tempting. I'm starting to run low on steps, but we'll survive. I'm tempted to take a second key and then just run back. I think that's the plan. We got lots of money then too. And so then we could look at opening some of these doors in the security room, the weight room, the den. Probably the den. Because I really want to get around to the top of... I really want to get around to the top of the Chamber of Mirrors and see what that does. Although I could do that just by going into the weight room. Anyway, let's get a key. A key and a gem and some money. Let's go. We want resources. And hopefully to not run out of steps along the way. Alright, we got all the things. Got another one of these. Okay, let's go. It's a shame we never found a sledgehammer. That would have been handy. So many trunks. Alright, so entrance hall, corridor. Please don't run out of steps. It's getting close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's getting real tight. Once I get to that bedroom, we'll make some decisions. Okay, so we're going to go right into the parlour. And we might as well use this key, because I'm not doing anything else with it, so I might as well just get gems. So this is where the gems are. Then after all this, it'll turn out that I do need the damn thing. And I'll kick myself, but that's how this game goes. Are there any secret passages anywhere? Because I could have swore that I saw something that indicated that potentially there was, but... What is this? It's the car keys, which I've walked past like multiple times. Is there any point in going to the garage? I don't think there is. I don't think there's any point in going to the garage. There's nothing in the car that I need right now. I could potentially drop off the car keys in the check room. Oh no. What have I done? I'm going to lose all my gems. I'm going to lose all my gems by going through here. Well, fuck. Go spend some. On what? There's nothing that I can spend them on. There is nothing I can spend gems on right now. I have no rooms I can go into. And somehow I'm down to 5 steps. So, yeah, that's... Use car keys. But I have 5 steps. It takes me 1, 2, 3 to get to the garage. And I've been into the car before. There's nothing... I don't think there's anything new there that I need. I've gotten the disc from the car before. I've found a note in the car before. I don't think there's going to be anything in there that's going to be helpful to me right now. Whereas if I can at least get up to the bedroom, get some more steps, get up to the next bedroom, get into the den, unlock that door, I might be lucky enough to find some fruit. I think I keep going north into the ballroom and I lose my 5 gems, but it's fine. We've got keys. We came here for keys, and we've got the keys, so it's fine. Okay, we're going to go into the passageway. We don't have the steps to go into the check room. The coat check. We're going to go into the lab and the bedroom, because we're so low on steps. Then the den, and then go north from there, and hope we end up with something that has food. That's the plan. So, lab. Bedroom. Den. Open the door. Use a key. I get steps. That's worth it. I get 20 steps. That is perfect. That is exactly what I needed, was steps. So I get 20 steps, and I have a key, which I didn't have before. And I get another gem. So now I've got 2 gems. I've looked at that book before. So we've got 2 gems and a key. And 20 steps. That is much better than where we were to start with. So, no, this has worked out pretty well. I'm not going to use the key on the trunk. I'm going to go around and then decide whether to use this in the security room or the weight room. So we're turning right, we're going into the bedroom. And into the lab. And into the passageway. And do we want to drop anything off at the coat check? I don't think we do. Except potentially the car keys. Like, I think I've gotten to the point now that I've got plenty of steps, which I couldn't say 5 minutes ago. I could drop off the car keys, but that's a bit pointless. What I'm tempted to do is keep going. And then if I reach the point that I know that I'm out of keys, I can't go any further, then I take my key card, I drop it off at the coat check, and then I'm done. And I call it a day. And at least Is there anything else? There's not, is there? Yeah, I can't think of anything else to do. Yeah, I think I want to go into the weight room and use the key. And try and get into that chamber of mirrors. I think that's the plan. So let's go to the archives. Left into the secret passage, because I don't think any of these doors are open. No, they're not. So let's go into the secret passage, into the hallway. Now, I could go south, but that's going to waste a key. My only key. And it might give me another key, it might not, but it's not worth the risk. So we're going to go here, we're going to go here, we're going to go here, and then we're going to use a key. Have we... Yeah, there's nothing that I can access from here right now, is there? No. Okay. Use a key. I can go passageway. Passageway is good, but it uses up all my gems. Or I can get the archives for free. And I get no penalty. And I keep my gems. That's what we're doing. And I get some fruit, which is also nice. Okay, so we get some extra steps. There's nothing else new in here, but that's fine. Got a security door, which is amazing. Pointing into the chamber of mirrors. Almost. I get a kitchen where I can buy some stuff. I get a hallway. No. It has to be the kitchen. Kitchen it is. Just as well, I saved the gems. Okay. And we're just going to do this now. Rather than keeping going where I might need gems, as in, rather than looking into the other rooms, let's do this one now. Hope that we can get some gems in here or in the next room. You're right, Piccolo? Where are you going? Where are you going, Piccolo? Hey, where are you going? Oop, sorry. Okay, you can just chill there. You're fine. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh ah! Dear. Okay, so getting back into it. Let's Alt-tab back into the game. And refill the can. Excellent. If I just leave the tap running, will that drain the water from the thing under the foundations? Probably not. Okay. Now, what is there in here? We're probably going to shop for some food in a second. But first, let's see. There's nothing grabbable. Okay, let's do some shopping. So I can take banana. The main course is served only in the dining room. So if I pay for this... it means that there'll be a porterhouse steak in the dining room. Is that right? I think that's right. Ooh, 5 steps for every red room in your house. And I have quite a few red rooms in the house. So that's a good thing. Much better value than the club sandwich. So yes, let's take the soup. I probably should take the club sandwich as well. Just give me all the steps. Do I have to pay for the steak? I don't, do I? Okay. It's just for freezies. Do I take the club sandwich? Why not? Why not? Because maybe I'm going to find a room that sells me keys. Let's just check what the next room is first, shall we? The next room. It's the Chamber of Mirrors. Okay. So, we're able to come back. Let's hit the button. See what it gives us. It's opened up both sides. Okay. Which means we have an orange. Which means more steps. A lot more steps. We have a button. Which means we have access to another orange, although where from? That looks like it's from the Foundation. No, that's from the archives? From the archives. Well, look, if we go back in that direction, that's fine. We also have another orange in here. So, more steps. We've got all the steps. Press the button. Nice. And now we have access to the middle room. Oh, shit. Why would I want this? What does this even do? Why is there a bunch of locked doors up here? I am so confused right now. You found a duplicate copy of one of your floor plans. Would you like to permanently add an additional West Wing hall to your draft pool? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So that's a thing. And that's closed, that's closed. Oh, I need to press all the buttons to make the walls go down. Let's open this first. Got some money. Money's good. We also have a puppy. So you guys can watch the puppy. So he's far more interesting than my face. Okay. And what else have we got? That looks like it's it for up here, but let's head on back down. I think we can pretty much access all the buttons now. So, just to be clear, because I've got myself a bit turned around. Okay, so when you press a button, and by the way, we can access the Foundation now, which is interesting, and we will come back to that in a bit. But now that I've got buttons, so that's just lowered that one. And if I now press this one, that glass pane that was there is now not there, which means now I can access this one. There's a key. Nice. Okay, puppies are gone, so now I can be the center of attention again. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. And there's one more one over there that we want to access. So let's head on back down. I'm sure we have the means to get in there. I'm sure we do. I think we can get pretty much everywhere now with a bit of careful treading. Or not. Yeah, we can. We absolutely can. So, I can't hit that one, because that'll close that. But I probably can hit this one. Hang on, what did that just do? Oh, that's that one. So if I press that one, then I'm not going to be able to get back. That's going to be a problem. What about this one? Oh. Okay. So the whole time I could get to that one. Nice. But of course that means, with that up, that I'm now not going to be able to get to one of these. Is that right? Also, there's buttons on the roof. I mean, would I not want to be able to access those? Which one of these is still closed? That one. So, I think what I want to do is make one of these panels go down. It's either that one there, or that one there. Yeah. So we want that panel there to go down, right? So how do I achieve that? Not like that, surely. That's not going to do it. This, I think, closes that one over there. Oh no, okay, that's perfect. I think. Unless I've gotten myself turned around again. No, we're fine. Excellent. Okay, so we've opened all the closets. Copy of a wine cellar. Sure. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think we're fine. Also, are any of these buttons pushable, I wonder? It doesn't seem to be. Are any of these doors or doorways passable? Don't know. Where are we on the map, by the way? Okay, we're up there. That's fine. I think we have done everything we need to do in the Hall of Mirrors. This is looking pretty done. Okay, so let's hit the button. Is there anything above us? There is something above us. Wonder if that does anything. I don't think I should assume everything's done in the Hall of Mirrors. Like, when I press this, what happens? So those ones up there open, and these ones close. Okay. When I do this one, that just slides up and down. That one slides up and down. But is anything else moving? No. When I press this one. Because it doesn't look like I can access the doors on the roof. I think potentially they're just there for show. And the buttons on the roof are potentially just there for show. I was thinking that perhaps I could get something. Hello. That I could get something that I could use to press the buttons on the roof. But I don't think I can. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Piccolo? Alright. I think we've tried pressing all the buttons now. To the point that I don't think it helps us. Okay, so they're all open. Alright, well, where do we want to go now? We have a key. We could check out where the other places in the archives go. We could check out where that one door in the foundation goes, which is very tempting because I know that the pump room is up there, and I would love to get back into the pump room and make the water go down. That's a really important goal of mine, so I'm kind of tempted to do that. Also, I can see that's an ordinary door, which is a bummer. I can't see... Oh, and the other door is gone. So that's gonna be a key door. I'm pretty confident of that. Hello. And then over here, I can't... Oh, yeah, I can't see into the archives to see what sort of door that's gonna be. Calm down, Piccolo. Calm down. Yes, you could. All right, let's go into here and see where it leads us. Oh God, no! You don't want kisses, not right now. No kisses, no kisses, not with your yucky face. I would love a shovel or a sledgehammer. Any of those tools would be wonderful. Bye, Piccolo. Okay. Why are we going down here when we don't have the key for that? Because we're hoping that there's an item down here that we can just grab. Because you just never know. It doesn't appear that there is. And all that does is activate the elevator, which... That is not going to work, is it? No, key doesn't fit. Thought so. Yeah, need a special key for that. So that's how you manage to get the elevator if you come in from the other side. And I'm pretty sure what's on the other side of that door is the lake that's under the house. Then you need a key card in order to get the lift if you want to get back up to the foundation. Okay. So, let's see what's through this door. I've only got one gem, which is a bummer, but there's not much I can do about that. I can do the office, but that's a bit pointless. The gymnasium loses me steps, but that's not the end of the world. The wine cellar has gems, but... Gems could be helpful. And we also don't know what else is in the wine cellar. So... But I really wanted the pump room. And for that I need the pool room. And for that do I need gems? I don't know. Can I get the pump and the pool room on the other side? I've never achieved it before, but it's possible. And what I should do is make a note on my grid that the wine cellar is obtainable here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on. Foundation. 7, 8, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so obviously we've got, just drawing on my notepad here, we've got the antechamber at the top. We've got chamber of mirrors. 2 beneath it. Put security over there. Is there any other special rooms that are important? Probably not. The lab. Oh, actually, yeah, the lab. Lab is 2 under the foundation. Because at some point I'm going to need to work out the lab. Alright, well look, let's do the... I'm tempted to roll the dice, but no, let's do the wine cellar, get some gems. And that way... And look, hopefully there'll be a key down here as well. Although it doesn't look like there is. 1, 2, 3... What is that? M, which is 1. CC, which is 2, so 12. 12, 13. Wonder if that's going to open something. Probably. I should take a photo of that. I'm sure I've taken a photo before, but better do it again. Okay. Now. Well, all that got me was gems. Which is fine. But not ideal. Okay, we're back here. So where are we going to go? Let's have a look in the archives, see where that leads us. So, let's skip the weight room, go up to the kitchen. Are any of these other doors openable? Doesn't look like it. Just going to check every damn cupboard, because you just never know. I mean, I was surprised that those other ones opened. But then I'm only short, so... It looks like... It's not going to let you open... Quickly check this one as well. Nope. Clicking on everything. Nope. Alright. Where are we going? We're going kitchen. So not there. Not there. Kitchen. And then from the kitchen, I don't know if there's any point in buying any more steps. Probably not. Let's go to the archives. Tap's still running. Wonder if anything bad might occur from that. Probably not. I mean, I've got the car keys as well, so I can still use those. Hello. Hello, Piccolo. Hello. Alright. Okay, into the archives. There's nothing here. You know what I should do? You know what I should have done is I should have checked the computer to see what it said is in all the different boxes around the place. That might have been a good idea. Anyway, what's the bet that this one's going to be locked? And this one. Oh! And a commissary. And a freezer. Freezes your accounts. Money and gems will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. And I've got plenty of money, got plenty of gems. That's not terrible. Or I can go into the commissary and spend my money on something. Don't know what I'd get, though. Keys? Probably keys, actually. Probably keys. And then from there, I can walk down to, say, the West Wing Hall. Open that door up. Walk down to the pantry, open that door up. I still need a library. Yeah. Alright, I think that's the plan. I think we do the commissary. Because I think just having more money at the start of next session is not that important. In saying that, it's a new room. And new rooms are good because you never know what else might be in there apart from what it's telling you. I mean, that's a point. But with the commissary, I can buy keys, probably. And the keys can get me into the West Wing Hall and into... Look, I'm tempted to go the freezer. I've not seen the freezer before. It's important to see new rooms. Let's go. Can't spend gems, can't spend money. But that's fine, because we're pretty much at the end of this walk anyway. And it's been a pretty decent day. Frozen gems. What can I do with those? What is the purpose of those? It's interesting. Is that a key? It's a key that I can't take. Oh, come on, man. Let me take it. Let me take the key. Come on. Why? What if the power got cut to this room? I'd be able to take those items. Not for staff use. Master Sinclair's personal freezer. What does that say? There's a note there. I need to somehow cut the power to this room. What does that say? It's another will! Open only in the event of my death. It's another will or a letter. Holy moly! It's a letter or a will or something like that just there. Okay, we're making a note of that. Where are we on the map? We're at A8. Freezer. Okay, let's put on the to-do list. Cut power to freezer and read letter. Yeah. We want this freezer to not have power. Like, it having power is not helpful. It not having power gives me gems, gives me a key. And more importantly, it gives me a letter to read. Okay, well, there's a thing to do. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. Alright, let's go. And I'm probably done now, because I think that was my last chance to get any sort of keys. I can't get through this door. It's locked. There's no other keys just lying around. I mean, there's no point in going through the weight room. I can walk around it. So what does the weight room do? I lose half my steps, so that would be bad. So let's walk around the weight room. Although in saying that, I don't have the consequence because I've got the bomb shelter. So it's fine, actually. So let's go from here. Where's the kitchen? The kitchen's just there. Should I go back into the kitchen and spend some money? I can't. I literally can't spend money now. I think that's right. I'm tempted to actually try it out. I think I will. Stuff it. Do I want to try it out? Yeah. Let's try it out. For 2 steps, it's worth it. Yeah, I can't buy anything. Because my money's frozen. So, let's go through the weight room. Let's go into the security room. Let's have a look at what the terminal says I've missed as far as items go. I bet I've missed a lot. And are there any other notes here? No. Okay, so let's have a look. View the inventory. There are 4 trunks. Oh, it's just 4 trunks. It doesn't show what's in the trunks. So I've managed to pick up everything else. Exit. Okay, well, I have no way into the trunks, unfortunately. So I have no key. I have no sledgehammer. We're going to go to the garage and see what's in the car. I'm going to try this door, but I'm pretty sure I've tried it before. Yeah, it's locked. Okay, so we're going to go into the archives. There's nothing else to see lying around because I've checked the security thing. Go into the passageway. You know what? I think it's time to drop off my security card. I think drop it off at the coat check. That is something that is definitely going to be helpful in future runs. So they can keep my key card. Let's pop into the passageway, into the bedroom, into this area here. Make sure I haven't missed anything, but no, haven't. If I had, I'd know. Ballroom. I can't lose my gems because they're frozen. West Wing Hall. And let's have a look in the car. Remind ourselves if there's anything useful in that. Yeah, thought so. It's just a note. And then at the back of the car, there was a thing. Oh, I just got a star. Experiment successful because I've opened a trunk. So I've got money that is doing nothing. I've got another secret map thing, which... This is a new one. I don't think I've had this map before. Which is weird, because I know I've been in the car before. But without a shovel, it doesn't help anyway. So I'm going to put, let's see, so B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that's already there. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the very first one that I got. And, okay, puppies, calm down. Calm down. Calm down, puppies. Okay, bye. Crazy puppies. Alright, so that's not helpful without a... I should make a note. Found map in car. And then the other map. Found map in rumpus room. I think. I don't know. I think that's right. I could be wrong. Okay. So the car key doesn't do anything else helpful. Gives us a map, which we've seen before. Is it just me or is there more oil around than there was before? Anyway, we got more stars, which means that I could look through the... I could look through the observatory and get more steps, but, like, is there a point? mean, might as well, I guess. Like, you can only get each reward once a day, but you can get each reward more than once. And the apple's kind of crap anyway, so might as well, right? Give me the apple. Oh no, I can't use the telescope more than once though. Really? Alright, never mind. Can't use the telescope more than once. So the apple I'm probably never getting. And it just says apples are extra delicious. It doesn't say that it gives you an apple. So there is that. Alright. So I think we go back to the corridor. Shit, I've gone the wrong way. Hang on. Well, that's a waste of 2 steps, but never mind. Okay, can't open these because I don't have a means to access them, which is a bit of a bummer. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, and we're done. Let's head outside. I'm still wondering if one day... What time is it, by the way? The time is... looks like it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. 4:20. Because it's definitely not the afternoon. Not with all those stars in the sky. Oh, there's that mountain. That, you see in all the books that they mention. I'm going to take a few steps back. Number one, to have a closer look at the mountain. That's pretty cool. I've really noticed the mountain before, but also to have a look at the house. Like, does the house change from the outside as you do the things that you do? I don't think it does it? Okay, well there's no point in going to the shelter again, because there's just nothing helpful there. I don't know if this experiment is gonna hang around at all. Maybe it will. Don't know. Anyway, let's walk over here. First, let's have a look downstairs, just in case, by some miracle, anything around here is opened. But I don't like my chances. That's still blocked. That still is how it is. There's still a waterfall over there. And... can't seem to get that thing pointing quite right, can I? There we go. And I'm assuming down here is still all blocked off. Yep. And very dark. I don't... Yeah, anyway, that is what it is. So... let's go and see if at some point, because something I read indicated that at some point, you're not going to know why, but the driveway is going to just open up. And I found that interesting. Okay, time is 4:40 something. I went all the way inside to look at the time when there's a bloody clock on the outside. That's 2 steps wasted. Doesn't matter now, but still. Okay. So that's still locked. At some point I feel like that might open permanently. That's still locked. This is still as it was. Nothing different here. The orchard is still as it was. That's what turns the flame on and off. This I can't remember what it does, if anything. I think it does nothing from memory. It's weird though, like the layout of this is a bit odd. And then here, you know, that's a gem stand. Which means that at some point, somewhere, there was a gem somewhere. And I don't know if there was a safe here at some point or what, but anyway, what does this say? Logbook. Okay, blah blah blah. The soil survey. So, good places to dig. Smudge pots. Switch from gas lighting. Do I have a copy of all the pages of this? Because if I don't, I better take it. I don't have a copy of every page. Why? I don't know. I think I've just assumed that it wasn't important, and you just shouldn't assume that with this game. You should assume that every bloody little thing's important. Okay, so we're going to take photos of each page, including the bit about how to use the smudge pots. Because that feels slightly important now. I mean... Okay. To switch from gas lighting to electrical power, the installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, the renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line. Gasoline or gas line? Including but not limited to the orchard smudge pots. Smudge pots found among the apple trees are critical. Prevent frost. Should be kept on during winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. Oh, the cloister. He's talking about the cloister. Okay. Interesting. Wonder if that's going to be important. So, if I turn this back on, what happens? So that goes out. These start pumping away. But you can't actually do anything with them. They're just emitting heat to keep the apple trees going. Or something like that. I mean, I don't know whether to keep the flame on or off, to be honest. I mean, the apple trees aren't really doing anything anyway. And like, talking about frost in the winter months, I mean, we're November, and I'm assuming this is in a place where winter is December. rather than here in Australia. Okay, well, look, I think we're done. I think we're done. So, what do I want to do with the rest of my steps? I don't know. Might as well make my way back inside and... Not sure. Let's just see where my footsteps carry me, and I'll end where I end. So let's run on back. You just never know what I might notice right at the end. It would be hilarious if I stumbled across something important. I don't think there's any point in going back to the shelter, because there's just nothing more there. We open the safe. Never need the shelter again, I don't think. So let's go back through here. Back through here, back through here. Let's finish in the parlour. Why not? We're just running everywhere. Push yourself to the very edge, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and we're done for the day. So, that went all right. Random Red, I hope you're well. You're coming in right at the end of today's session. So today was day 17. Stately Manor of the Dead. 11 dead-end rooms. But, yeah, we found some new stuff. We found the Chamber of Mirrors, managed to open all the doors in it. We found the freezer, which had a frozen note that I want to try and work out how to open. Well, I want to work out how to turn off the freezer so I can access the items in it. Apart from that, I think those are the main things that we discovered. Is that I really want to cut the power to the freezer. Unfortunately, did not find the pump room. Did I discover anything else interesting on this occasion? In the shelter? Oh yeah, and the shelter, and I got into the safe there and did what I had to do. So that went alright as well. But yeah. Oh, and found a bunch of copies of rooms that are now added to the plan. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered adding them, but anyway. Alright, I think we're done. So let's exit. Let's save and quit. We're done for the day. You missed the puppies as well, Random. We had some puppies here earlier, but the puppies have wandered off. So anyway, that's going to be it for me. I won't worry about doing a raid because there's not enough people watching, but have a lovely day, Random, and everyone else watching, and folks on YouTube when you guys eventually watch this, and I will see you next time. Ciao.